Hello, and welcome to this episode of the SITRECs Weekly, News, Recommendations, and Recognition for the Emergency Services Profession. This is the fourth week of November and the week of Thanksgiving. Recently, the International Association of Emergency Managers conducted their Reimagined Conference. As with everything else this year, COVID-related of course, they took one of the largest emergency services conferences and an international emergency services conference into the virtual realm. This conference brought a wealth of speakers, including a virtual tour through the Walmart Corporate Emergency Operations Center, which was well received by the community. Now that the conference is over, the International Association of Emergency Managers is offering on-demand access to their content to help support the growth and development of the profession. If you're interested, you can simply go to their website at IAEM.org for more information about how to register for that on-demand content. So on a daily basis, I get regular content, which I'm sure each one of us do. So I'm very interested to hear what you guys use to get your regular information from. There's a couple that I get delivered to my email inbox every day. One of them is from IAEM, which is one of the world's largest women-led disaster and crisis management firms. It's their IAEM Emergency Management and Homeland Security News. It's a several-page document with abstracts about each one of their articles that is covering a wide basis from politics to wildfires to the hurricane threats in this record-breaking season. So it's a really good compendium of knowledge that's available to you that takes you to additional resources with more information. In addition, I'm a big fan of the Emergency Manager's Weekly Report. I always forget the email, the web address, so I just Google Emergency Manager's Weekly Report. But they have regular updates right now on COVID, as well as anything else emergency management related. This document has a tremendous amount of title-based compilation that goes through all of the relevant information that is currently going on in our community, as well as the recent past. Another one that I go through is the United States Fire Administration's Daily Operations Brief for Fire and EMS. A rather short document going about 3 pages in length, talking about several of the big topic areas that we currently are facing in the emergency services community. A little over a year ago, I was able to participate in a gap analysis for the Complex Coordinated Terrorist Attack, or CCTA program through FEMA. In this process, the organizations that were involved were presented with information related to their readiness for an event that is defined under the CCTA program. One of the areas that I found most interesting is that there was no consideration to the cyber readiness of the community either. With radios being based on data, heavily dependent on mobile data terminals, computer systems, patient care or electronic patient care reports, that infrastructure that we have now is very susceptible to being part of a cyber attack, which is a key component to any complex coordinated terrorist attack. In your planning sessions, seek out organizations can conduct a cyber vulnerability assessment. This will help ensure that when something happens, your communications and computer systems will remain operational. This week is Thanksgiving, and I have a tremendous amount to be thankful for. On a professional side, I've explored outside of my comfort zone, began networking more, and building advocacy such as this for the profession. Throughout this opportunity, or throughout this last several months, or even really since COVID began, I've reached out to different individuals, been part of podcasts, started this video series, learned production, learned development, got out and reading a little bit more, trying to figure out best days, hours, all of that. But all of it is really because of each one of you. Without your viewership and your feedback, this process is all for naught. And so for each one of you that are out there, I am certainly thankful. And lastly, those that are serving on this Thanksgiving, each one of you, I want to take a moment to just briefly thank you for your service and sacrifice, and that of your families. We each know, having been out there in the field, that we miss birthdays, we miss holidays, and none of them get any easier. But it was always nice when we did have that solid recognition from somebody. So from each one of us here and in my household to each one that's out there, we want to wish you a happy Thanksgiving. Y'all, until next week, be safe. If you find anything that's good coming across, put it down in the comments. Let me know about it. I look forward to talking to you. And until next week, stay safe.